A very good afternoon to one and all as we welcome you here to the St. Augustine Senior Secondary Home Ground here in St. Augustine as we get ready for another encounter in the Secondary Schools Football League for 2025 as we see the players from Arima North in their dark blue strip up against the home team in the green and black, the Green Machine from St. Augustine Secondary. The referee was Winina Harewood and of course Joseph Lucas working out with Shakir Smith. Those are the officials. For today's game, we see the two captains making their way forward. Giovanni Hospitalis of Arima North and his opposite number, Jaquan Aguilera, out of Arima North Secondary with his back to us, number 20, and his opposite number, of course, number 11 for Hospitalis. So both of these teams, of course, not the best of starts to this year's competition, but I'm sure they'll be hoping to correct that in due course. So it's been a little bit of a sluggish start for them. It's not the kind of starts that you want to get every year, but it just seems that it's just plagued these teams time and again. So quite naturally they would love to shake that responsibility and ensure that they get points on the board early o'clock so that they can press for titles or at least put themselves in a comfortable position in the league. And as they build year on year, the talent improves, that they can maintain and sustain a good run in the tournament and stay in the league for an extended period of time. So it's St. Augustine up against Arima North Secondary, and so now we see the Arima North Secondary players coming together to have their photo taken, and we sort of take it for granted a lot of times, but we don't know that these are proud moments, big moments for these players and their families. So it's always important that they represent very well and make sure that they not just be at their best behavior, but that they give the best performance that they possibly can. St. Augustine going with Tyrese Henry in goal. You have Dwayne, Wright, Charles and Keel at the back. Williams, number 6, together with Hospitalis, number 11. McCollin, number 24, on midfield. Number 7, Dante Gordon. 10, Elijah Batiste. And Shumbako Joe are the attackers for them. By contrast, Arima North, Zion Metive is on top, wearing the number 9. Then you have Jones, Richards, 14 and 7 respectively, Hines, Defoe and John. And then you have Dyer, Hill, Jaquan Aguilera and Gomez across the back with Micah Thomas in goal for them. So we're just about getting ready to kick things off here. Referee Harewood just about getting ready to blow her whistle as we get this contest on the way. This is Arima North against St. Augustine Secondary. This is a traditional East Zone battle, if you know what I mean. And I'm sure they're looking forward to this. Playing it out of the back quite nicely. Very competently done by Arima North as they look for some kind of movement now to bring things forward. That's a good ball played out. There is always opportunity wide. Richards and a good tackle coming in there from Keel to deny him on that occasion, but the ball was picked up quickly and turned away nicely. Gomez getting involved, as is Hill as well, and his partner in crime Aguilera at the middle, the centre backs doing very good work. Quickly done. Richards again plays a ball forward, but just a little too straight for Mitivere, and he couldn't sort it out. And ball taken quite nicely by Aguilera, and they decided they're going to go back with it. And again, as they come forward competently, Dyer. Opportunity to take it wide. Then they decide that they're going to bring it over to the right-hand side. He has movement to the right again. Out here is Richards, mashing the line. And all the way back to Hill. Hill has Aguilera waiting. Decided that he's going to play it in. And that wasn't the touch he wanted, but it still works. And a chance to get the cross in. In fact, he was trying to slip it into the four. And but it was just blocked. Kojo not able to do that one, but here is Hill picking it up now, getting it across to Dyer. Dyer coming inside more than staying outside. That's a little too tough. I could play an easier ball than that one because it's difficult, John, for his front runners to get on to those. So start mostly midfield play, not much happening, but you could already see Arima trying to be a little more direct than St. Augustine. St. Augustine haven't really seen too much of the ball. And again, they're trying to play this ball down the line, but that's excellent work done there by Kojo. And trying to come out to the Batiste finds himself in a real scrum there. And the ball intended to go back to him, but somehow it looks like Batiste went down injured, and he's holding on to his calf muscle. He was just running, and then all of a sudden, he just took a couple steps and fell down. He went into a tackle a short while ago there and is coming out of that tackle like he just felt something in the calf muscle. And here we are. And you don't like to see this. You want these kids to play and to play freely without any encumbrances, without any injury, without any like the bandages or anything like that. And we know it's sport, so it's a contact sport, so you will get contact, but he just seemed to go down on his own steam more than anything else, and that was that. So it certainly turned out to be a bit of a shock for him. So he seems to be okay. He's back on his feet now, and but still walking a little gingerly as he's coming off. Again, welcome to our coverage here on Tiger Sports, as well as 360 on 360 TV on YouTube. And of course, this is another big day for us, because we also have cricket action going on as we continue our coverage of the North Zone T20 Festival. This is good football. Early ball played out there now. Can John and company get involved? The ball intended in the middle, and just a little too wayward. In fact, he probably was in a better position to just hold on to the ball a little bit more and just control the tempo of the game. Ball played in the middle, and opportunity to get numbers forward. And here they go now. This could be a chance for Richards. Turns away from the pressure, decides to keep it, and plays it back to Dyer. Dyer just not getting there. This is a nice little flick on there. Can they get possession of it? St. Augustine just having their difficulties getting the ball out of the danger zone. They haven't been able to do so with any conviction. Jones, though, trying to turn his man. does very well, and we'll get the throw in. Looking for coming, and here is a nice effort, first time effort. Still, they're not out of the woods yet, and that's good football. They're just trying to keep the pressure on, and looking for some movement, but a good block. Still unable to get it. Gomez fighting his way through traffic, and whatever he's trying, it's just not working just yet, as they have real difficulty getting the ball out. Head coach Takuma Jones for St. Augustine pleading with his players to get it out. Yes, as his assistant Michael Grayson, who coached St. Mary's College recently. Darrell Shaw is also an assistant, and Darken Shaw, the goalkeeper coach. So a free kick right on the edge of the area. Arima North trying their best here to get an early goal. See if they can settle nerves here just a little bit.
How much time going from there? How much time going from there?
So opportunity, a chance here now for them to try and see if they could fashion something from here. This could be interesting. The captain Aguilera is standing over it. More than likely he's going home with this one. That's a lovely effort. Brilliant save from Henry. Ball looked like it was heading in, but Henry came out of nowhere, flying to his left, and pushed it around the bar. Brilliant work indeed by him. And but now they have to defend a corner kick. And a little bit of pushing and shoving in the area. Chance for them to still keep the pressure on here. Now they get the short ball opportunity here. This is good football, and just headed away. Just a fine touch at the end there by Gordon. And now they're going to do it again. Another corner on the other side, on the opposite side. So still no goals. Just about 11 and a half minutes or so going in this encounter. Arima North secondary pressing here, enjoying the better of the exchanges early on, trying to see if they could break down this St. Augustine defense. St. Augustine really haven't had much by way of possession in the opponent's half. Arima North, this is a good ball. The goalkeeper's in trouble. Well, for a moment there, he looked like he was way ahead of where he needed to be to defend that one. Luckily for him, it curled and it curled and it curled behind. But it was certainly giving him some anxiety there as he was trying to come forward to catch it, only to realize that it was curling on him. And the defender fell down, so that was unfortunately for him, and it turned out to be a good one for Aguilera because it went out of bounds for a throw-in. So it's a good ball from Hill, changing the direction and just not able to bring a Dyer now. Coming in. Now, you wouldn't believe it when you look at where Dyer is playing. He's really a wing back, or he's listed as a wing back. But he keeps playing, keeps drifting inside a lot more. So they're asking an awful lot to those wing backs and wing midfielders. And so good skill again from Jones out there, causing problems. And himself and John Two very nifty players, so they're going to take some special attention, one would have to say. So now the coach is trying to see if he can get the exact numbers that they practice. 6 of them in the area, and the one just whipped in low down. A chance here now for Gomez. He's thinking about it, and eventually he releases the shot. But for a moment there, he looked like he wanted to kick earlier, and then had a change of heart. So Arima North, and the ball played in quickly by Hill, and the defense having some difficulty. Opportunities are plenty, but again, players losing their footing. And even the goalkeeper here is a little bit off his line there, Micah Thomas. But this could be problematic here now. A chance, still going, but help is arriving, and the shot just snatching at it there, John. And going not so high and not so handsome. You look at it again, the ball picked up nicely in the midfield by Hines, and then the snapshot from John. Not according to the style book in terms of taking shots on goal. And still battling here now, quickly Kojo, trying to see if he could get his team going. They're just a little bit, they're being overrun a little bit here by the Arima North secondary outfit. They're just finding ways to get the ball off of them, as they do on this occasion. Richards again looking for something, and then he decides he wants to go all the way back to his captain Aguilera. Back inside it comes, but he loses out there. That is Dyer. And the ball just finding its way all the way back to goalkeeper Thomas. A little bit untidily done, but they still get it out. And now they decide they're going to go forward with it. And that's dangerous play. You never want to see your central defender trying to fumbling with the ball. Ball played inside. And where is a shot? Just off the post. Really brilliant effort there by Hines. And the goalkeeper was just watching. And the ball just skimming the outside of the post. Hit the wrong side of the post and went out. So close and yet so far. So just about 17, approaching 17 minutes gone in this encounter. And St. Augustine just out of sync right now. Not able to control the ball as well as they would like. No such problems for Arima North, though. They are really getting plenty of possession. And just taking it over there, Jones. So a much brighter start for Arima North secondary. But so far, the St. Augustine, the Green Machine, have been able to close things down and not concede, at least not just yet. This could be the moment, though, but again, the defense collapses nicely to keep them out. So still no goals, and but plenty of action, plenty of possession for Arima North. St. Augustine, though, trying to see if they could probably hit them. Hospitales, the captain. still haven't really gotten into the game just yet. I'm sure they would love to do so sooner rather than later, but this could be interesting here. The goalkeeper and the defender at the last minute, Aguilera almost dummied the goalkeeper there. And if you're going for the ball, then go for the ball. You can't shape like you're going to head it and then just leave it. Still, they're going, and the referee may have to stop the game here because coming forward there and really trying to get the ball, he headed it and he immediately chased after it. But the defender just managed to get a touch on it. But in the end, it looks like Dyer is the one who stays down. So the two number 6s are the ones who collided there. Williams remains on the ground. Williams rather, with Dyer. Dyer is the one who stayed down from Arima North. Williams is back up. But again, they're just trying to make sure that whatever is the problem, I think he's getting his boot back on. So referee David would get us on our way pretty soon. And maybe try to get the young man Dyer back on the field as quickly as possible. But still no goals yet, despite all the domination by Arima North. As they try to break their opponents down as much as possible, but this, you have to be so careful when you try to play out of the back and you play around with the ball. These are not like well manicured fields, so the ball could take any number of bad bounces, and next thing you know, good possession turns into a goal against. So they just have to be very aware of what they're doing and how they plan to do it. Chance here now for Hospitales to come forward. It's an early ball, but again, much too straight. And Kojo not able to catch up to that one. Richards plays a lovely little ball forward there again to Hines. Hines knifing his way into the area, trying to ward off two defenders. And loses possession again. Opportunity here, and there was kind of a coming together there. I don't know if it was deliberate, but the referee felt that it was. So really, St. Augustine haven't really fired just yet. They haven't really been able to sort of deliberately build the ball, get it into the advanced positions. And that's a good contest of the ball here now. Metiver trying his best, or Hospitales rather, trying his best to get possession. Decide he's going way over on that far side to his left winger. And another tussle in the midfield for it. Ball taken back now. Can he really get the cross in? It just seemed like he wanted to start to run without the ball there, Batiste. And again, they're having their difficulties sometimes bringing the ball out. Arima North on the march again. Hines plays it inside, but nice interception. Just a ball, probably a lazy ball. It needed to be a little more deliberate. And even if you're trying to play it with the outside of the boot, you take some of the pace off of it. Great ball played up on the left. Gordon, Dante Gordon is there. And well, the shot came. I think the idea was a good idea. The execution wasn't so nice. So I think the referee is going to give the players a little heat break, a little refreshment break, because it's very hot, and I think they deserve it, and they also deserve the opportunity to just to get some discourse from their coaches. So it's goalless after just about 24 minutes. So the players have been refreshed, and I'm sure the coaches would have taken the opportunity to pass on some corrective measures, some ideas as to how they're going to approach the rest of this half, at least until he gets another chance to speak to them as a group. But it's still goalless, and but Arima North must be thinking that they're a bit unlucky that they haven't been able to break this deadlock, at least not just yet. So still goalless as we start again all the way from the back as Arima North start to build. And you look at the strategies, look at there are no wing backs really. And if they're on the more inside than they are outside. And sometimes they play as holding midfielders just so they could receive the ball. And forcing the goalkeeper to have to avoid most of the possession. They just haven't been able to take advantage of that thing. Now, can they get the cross in? That's a lovely ball, but again, the green shirts are just enough to throw them off. Gomez again. That's a great ball, played inside, opportunity to hook it back, but it's well intercepted, and starting the counter-attack quickly. Ball played out wide. This could be very interesting there as they were trying to get Batiste galloping towards goal, but Elijah Batiste never got a chance at it. Ball picked up there. Here's Hospitalis, the captain for St. Augustine. And he loses out though because Hines was quickly back in position. And that's really, that diagonal ball could be risky business. When is the shot going to come? That's a lovely ball played out there. Now can Batista and company get possession, but doing very well there is Aguilera. Until he didn't do so well with that pass. And that's a great ball there. Again, they're trying to get it up there, moving like a train was doing. So after initially keeping it in, the ball eventually goes out. So it's still Arima North's ball. Still no goals, but you could just sense that Arima North are getting closer, one would have to say. They just haven't been able to hit that definitive final pass with the correct pace on it. I think that has been the problem for them. That final pass is either too soft or too strong. So it's either not reaching the target or it's going beyond the target. Now, can they get something going? Metiver up there almost single-handedly taking on the defense. And the referee quite correctly gives the throw in to St. Augustine. The Green Machine, they really haven't been sparkling just yet. And that's a dangerous ball in the sense that it's really a 50-50 ball. St. Augustine really haven't shown what they're capable of just yet, but they are defending stoutly. So as a result, everything is more or less centered in the midfield. Now this is where they have to be so careful, and because they're not getting rid of the ball in the sense that you got to get it elsewhere, and it might work out for you. Right now, they're trying to be cute about it, and they're running into problems. And good work again, trying to open it up just a little bit. And that almost was like a shot. I think St. Augustine has kicked towards goal. Opportunity to play it again, just a little too hard. And that's been the order of things so far in this encounter. Great football again, still going. But Arima North just stifling St. Augustine right now. But you get the idea that the only way St. Augustine is probably going to score or get a foothold in this game is at the behest of the Arima North secondary, because they do some good things and then for some strange reason, either the wrong side of the foot they're using or something, they just think with that pass into the box and what have you. So ball finally thrown in and doing well, but he has nobody to pass it to. So now they're bomb rushing him and starting a counter attack. Going the other way, but unable to really take advantage. And here's one the referee says play on, and that's back on the ground. And ball played behind, and really you could see Batiste trying to go forward, and the ball played behind his back. Dyer trying to bring it out to the back, or rather Hill trying to bring it out of the back. Now it gets it to Dyer, as they are just knocking the ball around, obviously not happy with the front runners. So they're trying to see if they could build something new. Now a chance for a shot, and a nice save again from goalkeeper Thomas. Again, from almost out of nothing, the ball picked up in midfield, and taking his time and firing away there was Kojo, and Shumba Kojo, and that elicited a save out of goalkeeper Henry, or rather goalkeeper Thomas from Arima North. Here comes the corner kick, and Thomas was quickly onto it. Good football again, but he loses the handle on it. So good patience being shown by Arima North. They're not prepared to sort of burn themselves out. That's a good run here. Now can they finish up something here? Here's a shot save by the goalkeeper again. Henry in the right place at the right. But Shumba Kojo breaks the deadlock in the 38th minute. In the 38th minute. St. Augustine won a little bit fortuitously, but they'll take it. So that's what happens when you do it. They're trying to repeat it now at the other end, but it didn't work for them. But again, you could see this is a classic case of paying for your missed opportunities, and it was all Arima North. They're the ones who've been, and one of the few Arima St. Augustine got, they made them pay. This is good football again now. Time for a shot over the bar. Really, he did all the hard work, and Duan just blazed away. Blazed it over. Actually, the kick in there was John. Not controlling, not getting over it, and obeying the principles. So again, the defense having some difficulty with that one. Should be able to get that out now. And again, a little bit careless. If you're going to make the pass, make the pass. So again, good defending. And now we have a little buzz in the air as the home supporters sense that their team's onto something here. You keep your opponents out, and then you try to hit them on a quick counter. Still from that goal conceded. Still now you could just see all the encouragement for the Arima North secondary. They just, for the St. Augustine, the green machine, they just seem so much more energized now that they've scored. Whereas before, Arima North were pushing the ball around them, through them, just breaking down their lines. Now they're having real difficulty. Still not able to get it out totally with the ball. And, but he kind of stood his ground and was waiting for the ball to get to him. An infringement spotted there by the referee. Just a couple of minutes of regulation time left in this half. The first half of this encounter. And it just shows you that the spectators have really come out here to support the two teams. You would, and here's the irony in that: you would put on a doubleheader from the Premier Football League, and you wouldn't get a crowd this size in there. And these youngsters consistently get their fans to come out just to support them, even if they're supporting the opposing team. The idea is that they'll come and enjoy the game and then look forward from it. So here's a nice little ball in, but again, sensing the danger, the goalkeeper Henry just came and punched it away. Again, they're trying to get it out, but Gomez now, turn one, loses out. And it's now a bit of a foot race, but good, intelligent football there from Jones to win it back. And still going, opportunity here, trying to hook it back one time. It wasn't working for them. That was Jones doing the bulk of the spade work there. And then he was stopped dead in his track by the referee's whistle. And Shifra's good. But that one still trying to put his head down, has possession, still looking for options. And try his best there, but it really got tangled up inside of it. Elijah Batiste wears the number 10 for Arima North. And their makeshift didn't work either. But here's another ball played to the goalkeeper, decided he wasn't going to come. And the clearance was a non-clearance of sorts. Especially he gets it back. He has a chance to whip it in. Head it away though. And they're going to try again. And the ball still just shifting hands in that midfield position inside the St. Augustine half of the field. They haven't been able to really buttonhole them just yet. Still going. I think they're going to rely on him, the speedy winger, to just spring, and if he can't do it himself, then use the players around him. John getting that little burn out there. So they'll play it short, and then now here comes the cross. So an opportunity for them maybe to finish up strong in this half. Keeping possession inside the Arima half of the field. Now still going, but the ball is not a good one. And that's going to be a goal kick. So again, not able to really finish what they've started here just yet. Time, we're not it on time, and it might be a couple minutes more, but we don't know for sure. If we still allowing play to continue, as the ball changes hand quite nicely. And he has one just sailing over the bar there. Didn't seem to have much in it from Batiste, but he just kept it in. Now he's going to have to do more. So again, they're trying to get him going there, Elijah Batiste, but he can't hold it. And the referee, Miziawa, decided that enough is enough. So at the half, it is still St. Augustine 1 and Arima North Secondary 0 at the interval. As we welcome you back here, we're getting ready for the start of the second half of this encounter. Still 1-0 in favor of St. Augustine, the home team. And again, we welcome you to Tiger Sports as well as 360 TV on YouTube. As we're here live at the St. Augustine Secondary School ground. And they're leading, but they could easily have been trailing in this game. Arima North really have been dominant, but just haven't had the finish to really make sense of all of the possession that they enjoyed. And as we always say, possession without deliberation is sometimes deceiving. But they pick it back again, and Aguilera gets it up. Now, here is Hill. He's had a good game so far. He's trying his luck from distance, and not a bad effort. In fact, he's seen an effort like that result in a goal. So, hey, and this is a good kicking ground. If you obey the principles, you might actually get some reward for your effort and enterprise. So now another opportunity. Can they get this one out to the back post? Good defending as well. Gomez misses out, but tidied up now. This is Aguilera. Decided Hill is his best option right now. Hill. Lovely ball played in there, Metive. But the goalkeeper almost bobbles it there, Henry. Gomez. Now a chance for them to turn and run with it. Here's John trying to knife his way through. It's a good ball. Might be a little too strong though. And Gordon not able to catch up with that one. So this has been really a game that is being made difficult because, probably partly because of the ground, because I think the ball isn't flowing the way that the Arima North players would have anticipated. And they'll be able to do so. That's a nice little ball there, but coming across and picking it up. Here's an opportunity, and just trying to chip it there, Hospitales. Arima North, though, always looking dangerous. Here's Hines. Again, trying to dribble there, maybe just doing a little too much, Richards. Ball played in again. Hospitales gets it back. No chance. It's another shot. And just trickles towards the goalkeeper there, Elijah Batiste, having a go. Not a bad idea, but the execution again is not what it's supposed to be. You could see the intent, but they just haven't been able to do all that they're supposed to do with the ball. Just giving the ball away. It's proven to be the Achilles heel of Arima North so far. Trying for that quick ball there. Metive looking for the return. Gordon. But he gives it away. Hines. All the way back it goes to Hill, who's been having a good game. Here's his captain, Aguilera. Trying to build it now at the back. Gomez looking for something there in the middle. Defoe. Back to Gomez it comes. But look at the effort there on the part of the goal scorer, Kojo. And a good early ball. Just the return is just a little bit tight. And even that is not what was required there. And it might have taken a deflection. And it should be, really should be Arima should be St. Augustine's ball. Actually looked for a moment there like it was going the other way, but they're trying to think of the shot, but you could just see him inching up to try to, anxious to get the shot off, but not obeying the principles. You really have to kind of lean forward and really releases through the ball. Hill deciding that he wants to come back to Aguilera. Aguilera to Gomez now. Gomez trying to play that ball forward, and they're going to have to understand that maybe they need to play that ball a little bit earlier. And of course, running with the ball is not really an option on a field like this. You're probably better off playing two-touch football. Control and pass. Control and pass. And only on goal that you probably take more than those two touches or even dribble the ball. Nice control from Jones. And gets it to Gomez. Gomez looking around now, looking for options. Aguilera. Always available, Hill. Puts it up there quickly back to him there. This is Dyer. It's another lovely ball. Metive just couldn't control it. This is more like it now. Gordon looking for some options here. Just trying to leave the ball. Miscontrolled it. But they still have possession. Still coming with it now. Hospitalis looking to play back inside. He does have Kojo waiting there. And but the defense read it well and kept it out. So it's St. Augustine 1, Arima North 0. That's where we are at this stage. And the main man, Hill, is down with an injury. You don't want to lose him. He has been the real lifeblood there. He's been able to spray passes from deep in his own half. That has really kept the defense honest. So this is a good opportunity for the players to just kind of regroup, catch themselves, fill up those lungs. Gomez plays a nice little ball inside Jones. Gets the return, looking around now for options. Is he going to shoot it? Still going, still going. Has a crack, saved by the legs of goalkeeper Henry. Tyrese Henry is having an outstanding day in goal. Here is again Hospitalis taking it up there. The goal scorer trying to get forward there, Kojo. Jones still there. Arima North thwarted at every turn so far, doing all the hard work but not able to go yet. Here's Defoe. Forced to go back. Aguilera. Hill is back in the field. Seems to be okay, moving quite nicely. As they come forward again, but just that little touch throws them off. Gomez does well, but he's still under some pressure. So good pressure now, and you could just see St. Augustine looking like a different team. They're energized and they're feeling it now. They have a lot more confidence, and that's what happens when you fail to put a team away. They kind of grow in confidence, and then things happen. Good header out. Gomez not able to control it first time. Looks up at two men and starts to scamper forward. And that's probably where he should have played the ball the first time instead of trying to attack two players. That's a good ball, probably a little too strong. And not even the speedy Hines could catch up with that. So one goal and a 38-minute item from Shumba Kojo, the difference between the two teams right now. And the under match again. Hospitalis lays it on nicely here. Now quickly coming forward is Gordon. Gordon looking to chip it inside. It's not the perfect ball. And probably had a little more time than he thought there, Charles, but not taking any chances at the back. Turning, trying to take on Baptiste. Baptiste. Actually, it looked like it was Williams who was gliding forward there. So just the one goal, and you would have bet your house that this game would have had more than one. So Arima not showing good patience. Good changing of the sides, good speed though. But unfortunately, nothing doing. Couldn't buy the foul at that stage. So Richards and company just being frustrated a little bit as we have a substitution, and it looks as if it is going to be Dyer who is coming off. And Dyer goes off, but St. Augustine they've introduced Israel Leonsing. So that's the first change of the game. That's a nice little ball in there. Opportunity here now, but not taking any chances at the back there. Charles. Getting it out of harm's way. Arima not. And that could easily have been a foul throw. The back foot certainly came off the ground. But at the moment, it is still one goal separating these two teams now. And just getting enough of a header onto it. And not able to keep it in, though. Aguilera thought he did. So this is going to be doing. Putting the ball in and now trying their best here. So this could be interesting. Did he stay onside? And he did, according to the official. Dante Gordon gets it back inside, but they really need to keep that ball on the ground. And that was a bad challenge there on the part of Hill. He just clanked into Hospitalis, buried him. As they say, a real pancake tackle that one. And put him just at the edge of the area. Nice distance to have a go at goal. So a great opportunity for them to double that lead right now. And we have a quick substitution. And they're not quite sure who is going to come off just yet. So they'll wait until this free kick is taken. Will it be a free kick that gives St. Augustine a 2-0 cushion? Great opportunity here. And it's the man who was fouled, Giovanni Hospitalis, who is lining it up in goal. Micah Thomas. Can he hold on to this rocket that is coming his way? And it just went up, up, up and away. Actually went into the road. And now they're going to make the substitution. And it looks like Jones is coming off. And he has Gafense Mikel. So just the one goal in this encounter. And like I said, you would have sworn, given the state of the pitch, the slightly wet conditions, that they'd have more than one. Still trying to dribble. And kept his balance quite nicely. Here's trying his best there in the crowd. Defoe rather, lost out. Trying to turn, does very well. Looking for that early ball out there to Gordon. Gordon comes at it late, seems a little relaxed, but then plays the ball inside, and that's a clumsy challenge. The referee says play on, and then they lose the handle on it. Still going, looking for a shot, and drilled it. Just came forward there, Charles, and had a crack. Had good pace on it, but it was just slightly off target. A nice drag to elude two defenders, buy some time, and it just couldn't get it on. Now going across there, right to Judah, the man who just came on, Mikel. Can he get across in? And the ball just bumbled up on him, and his attempted cross had no power on it. Hospitalis now. St. Augustine getting more and more into the game. Ball played inside again now to Kojo. Kojo still trying there. Charles. And he is a real throwback defender, not mixing matters at all. Nice ball taken down here. Opportunity. Having a shot again. Just not on target. And that's the frustration starting to tell here now. 63, almost 63 and a half gone. Again, a good opportunity again. Can they hold it up? But Gomez does very well, coming away with it. Plays a nice little ball in there. Metiven not able to hold on to it though. And here comes that man, Kojo, Shumba Kojo. Tries to play it into Hospitalis. And this is where the fatigue factor could come into play. And St. Augustine has to be wary. And that's a tough ball again. Plays out there, but the cross not able to get around it to hit it across Mikel, the substitute who's just come on. So another substitution being made here by St. Augustine. So Zambrano is the one who is getting ready to come on. So the referee just checking to make sure that the player is okay. Looks like Shumba Kojo, the goal scorer, is the one who is limping off, not happy. See him just remonstrating. And over on the far side, his teammate was also down briefly, Charles, but he seems to be okay. And Shumba Kojo is being replaced by Zambrano. and he's not happy. So a chance here now for St. Augustine. They really come into the game nicely now to the point where they are the ones seeing a little bit more of the ball and looking a little bit more threatening. Early ball played forward there, and still trying to keep possession of it. Gomez, he's trying to get it forward, but nicely ball picked up here by Richards. Richards still going. Still trying to come across the line here now. Richards battling away for it. Just being robbed of it. Metive still playing it forward. Didn't look like he wanted to go for it there, but right, very alert, picks it up and takes it away. Still back it goes to Gomez. Ball stays with Arima North. They're trailing 1-0. They need an equalizing goal badly here. They've played well enough to deserve one, but St. Augustine have really come into the game now, and they're the ones who look the more likely to score. But that was the case in the first half when St. Augustine scored against the runner play. Here's another long ball in, and where's the shot? Blocked again, and another one to follow up. Good football from Arima North, but it's coming away Hospitalis as he gets it forward there and just taking his eyes off the ball for a moment to look around. Keel, and the defender ended that threat. So time now becoming a factor. 67, almost 68 minutes gone. St. Augustine 1, Arima North 0. Shumba Kojo, who was just substituted by Sambrano, is the goal scorer. So he will take no further part in this game. Aguilera and Gomez. Now they're trying to see if they could go down that side, but that flick fooled everybody. And it goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. So we're approaching 69 minutes now in this encounter. There's a good ball played, bowled out by the goalkeeper, but now they have possession. And the goalkeeper stayed down after he making that throw out. He seemed to be cramping up. And at this early stage in the season, you could expect that from a lot of these players. Many of them, they've either been training very hard or they haven't been training enough, some of them. And so you find sometimes the muscles just not ready. One goal to nothing. That's the difference here. So the referee's going to allow the players to take a mid-half break. It's because it's still hot and humid. So while the players get some refreshments, it's 1-0. St. Augustine over Arima North. So the referee is just about getting ready to restart the proceedings here. It's still 1-0 in favor of St. Augustine, the home team. Nice crowd attending today's encounter. And Arima North, really they enjoyed the better of the first half, but they conceded the goal slightly against the run of play. And now they're able to, now they have no choice but to make some changes and try to impact the game, get players who can impact the way. So Hines will give way. Hines he's had a good game, and but it's now Zane Greenwich. Who has come out to replace him. So McKell getting it back. They really, now they like to play this big diagonal ball from way over from one side to the next. But you could just see St. Augustine are a little bit hip to it now. Here it goes again. Another ball played over there. And two green shirts closing in. And that shuts it down. Are they going to spread it again? Here we go once more. And right back there, doing very well. He might be small, but boy, he has a big heart. Ball turning Gomez. Trying to get it quickly, try to get them going on top there, but Metiver running into problems. Picked up nicely by Aguilera. Back it goes to Hill. These two have a little personal. And the original contact, the referee just probably allowed play to continue just to see if they'll keep possession. But St. Augustine just doing enough to frustrate their forward progress. As we see here again, just a touch here and a touch there, and they're able to get it out of harm's way. So a chance really for them to just set up the block. They don't need to come too far forward because they know St. Augustine's, or rather Arima North, is going to try and fight with them. He just needs to roll it down the side of the field. He's looking for some movement. Ball played forward now. Good opportunity here, just coming and taking it away. And still they have possession. St. Augustine just giving it back, but Charles is there and still battling. And he's coming into the game now more and more, really impacting it in a very positive way. Can they give him the ball again? But Hill, very well positioned once more, snuffs it out. Arima North trying to build here. Not going away from their core principle of pass first. But they're being thwarted here by a very athletic and very determined St. Augustine outfit. And just at the very last moment, all these legs are coming in and just putting them off every so often. Here's Gomez looking around, has a teammate there, ball played in the middle. When is the shot coming? Still going. Shot, scores! Brilliant goal indeed. And it's that man Michael John. And Michael John scores in the 77th minute. So the referee, look at it, it's so well placed away from the goalkeeper, And despite the best efforts there of Tyrese Henry, we all knotted at one apiece. So now, can Arima North build on this? They've been huffing and puffing. Finally, they've gotten the breakthrough. St. Augustine, meanwhile, are trying to make another substitution. So I think they're going to go ahead and make the substitution. Dwayne is coming off, which is surprising because he's been having a real monster game at the back there. But Jocelyn is on. So now it's game on again. And he'll give him much time and space to turn and twist and powder his nose and then get the ball off. So opportunity here now, and look at if he could get the ball in the middle, that's a great run. The goal scorer, John, is there again, hooks the ball back, header, straight at goal. And again, you could just see the intention, Greenwich heading it. And starting to go now. This could be dangerous, but Hill with a timely interception there just got a boot onto it and took it away from him. But clearly you could have seen Dante Gordon knifing his way forward until eventually he was stopped. Lovely ball played back in the middle, but can't control it. And they on the move once again. And ball played out, but coming in nicely and intercepting is Aguilera. So 1-1, the scoreline here. And Aguilera again heads the ball up, but this could be dangerous here. Once they dwell on the ball at the back, they're asking for trouble. Ball played in, the return ball played all the way there to McCall. Can he turn his man? No, he cannot. It's taken away from him. And Keel doing a good job over on that far side. So 1-1, the scoreline. Opportunity now to keep possession. After the races again, decide to slip one man, the four, gets the cross in, and there's a little handle ball in there, but the referee says play on, and still nothing doing, and that deflection luckily goes all the way to the goalkeeper. And easily the ball is flicked up. Can they go for the return ball? Still going. Lovely ball played forward there, and now turning. This will be a chance. And it's saved by the goalkeeper. Well. A great opportunity. Richards thought he had scored, but Henry says not today. And took it away from him. Lovely foot save. A save is a save. Very unselfish. And he thought he had laid it on a platter. And would you believe it? It was just snuffed out. Brilliant on the part of goalkeeper Henry. Tyrese Henry keeping his team in the game here now. St. Augustine has to be very alert here. First, the delivery has to be a good one. Not the best, but certainly not headed in the direction that he intended it to, right? I suppose Wright didn't get the right contact there. So let's see if they can do it again. Again, it's coming inside and they're having difficulties really connecting with it. Lovely ball played back in the area. The substitute Leon Singh getting involved and still trying to get things going. Jocelyn also seeing some action. St. Augustine holding on here right now as Arima North finishing strong. That's another brilliant ball. The goalkeeper is there, and he was all it needed was a touch to just deflect it away from him and go. But here we go now. 83 minutes go on. A goal here now could really seal it for whichever team could score. Opportunity to hold on to the ball, probably just to finish up, make a proper pass. But St. Augustine just a little bit winded at the moment. They have to be careful. And they can't give anything away. And free kick once again. So Arima North just a little bit quicker to the ball at the moment. And they just seem a little hungrier as well as they look for a go-ahead goal here, probably a winner. With approaching 6 minutes left unofficially. 83, almost 84 minutes gone in this game, but we did have a number of stoppages, so we could have a fair amount of added on time. So now, St. Augustine, they have to be a little more clinical with their defensive posture. Ball played in and immediately headed up, cleared away. Now nobody up, still trying to run with it, and eventually they get it out. And a lovely ball. That's a good ball played out there, and John is losing possession of it. Hospitalis now, and but St. Augustine again just reliant on their main men to try and do something exceptional for them. But look at the hunger here on the part of John, the goal scorer. He's really just starting to knife his way. One sombrero from Hospitalis, but he couldn't repeat the dose as they get possession again. Metive goes for the return ball and still just jumping up on them, and Gomez loses the handle on it. Aguilera plays it forward nicely there now to Dyer. Still on the pitch and just hammers it, but hammers it wide. Lovely ball, hit Metive. Picks it up nicely now. A chance. Here's another shot from distance. And but they're just firing away now, Defoe. Hospitalis trying to execute that back heel, but loses out. And they're still going to keep possession. Arima North. And battling for it. Turning nicely, trying to get away and losing the handle on it. Now has to fight back for it. But again, Charles doing very well. And here's the shot from distance. So again, they could see the two technical staffs here now bellowing out instructions because they knew one error here could make the world of difference. And Elijah Batiste is going to give way. And he's going to be replaced by Hazel. And also coming on is... And it looks like finally Dyer is coming off. I thought he had gone off earlier, but they opted not to take him off. And the number 11 for them is Nesbitt. So ball picked up here now, Gomez. He's still fighting. But again, Charles is there. Yet again at the back. Doing very well. And we have a player staying down after just being nudged in the head. So they're really leaning on their reserves here now to see them through. Leon Singh, the man who went down there, he went with the header. And now he has to come off the field. So I would imagine a point might be a fair result, but you would think that Arima North would feel as if they gave away 2 points if it should end 1-1. But there's still time. Like I said, unofficially it's 89 minutes gone, but there could be a fair amount of added on time. Just this one in the area, but again, Henry. And still we have another player staying down, this time Hill is the one who is coming up with some cramps. And again, this is a heavy ground, so a lot of these players will be feeling that. These youngsters, this is a fairly heavy ground. It's not as heavy as we've seen it in the past. It's still heavily grassed, but you could see that there are areas of the field that's very heavy, and I think the players are starting to feel it now. And just trying to head that one away there, but it doesn't get to John, to Gordon rather. In the meantime, opportunity here. That's another lovely ball. Goalkeeper is coming, and he makes the save, and that second one. So a chance here now, and that's the ball, but he needed to play that directly to Gordon's foot. Instead of trying to lead him into that space, just play it to his foot and allow him the opportunity to control and attack the defenders. St. Augustine living dangerously though. And but this man is here, there, and everywhere. Charles. It's St. Augustine 1. Arima North Secondary 1. Do we have another goal in this encounter? And luckily there, but this could be a chance. Michael, saved by the keeper, and the defender falls down. Can he get it in? And he goes tumbling over. And a goal kick is awarded. Well, the defender fell down there, jostling the substitute, just as he was about to swing, lost his footing, and that almost created an opportunity there for John to double up for Arima North. So St. Augustine dodged another bullet. And just the fatigue factor coming into play now. Hazel hasn't really factored in the game just yet. And picked up here now Aguilera. Plays a nice little ball inside. Opportunity here. Lovely ball, Michael. Goalkeeper saves it again. Wow, wow, wow. Henry to the rescue. Tyrese Henry. Really a great ball. Just laid out on a platter there again by John. And Michael couldn't finish the job. Thanks again to the brilliance of Henry in goal for St. Augustine. Not only has he kept them in the game, he has denied Arima North time and again. Could he secure a point for his team? And now can Arima, that's a little pull and a tug there. The right was being held. So now St. Augustine, can they get numbers forward? And that's a chance. You have to hit that ball with some power. Lovely ball played out here to the man Leon Singh, but it's going to be there. The referee tells him to stand up. It's not a bad throw, but where are the green shirts? And they're just playing it under touch. We're playing in added on time now, almost 4 minutes of added on time. And a lovely skill again from Metiver, but Wright is there once again and pick it out. Leon Singh trying to turn with it, loses the handle on it, and Metiver still battling and then robbed of it, but unfairly, says the referee. And this is not a good sign because Jaquan Aguilera has been a tower of strength at the back. You don't want to lose him. I mean, today is just one game, but you don't want to have him out injured for any period of time at all. He's really the heartbeat of that defense together with Hill. So can St. Augustine hold on here at the death? An opportunity for them to get the ball in. We're in the 94th minute of play, and ball played up there, but just so there is the final whistle. 1-1 the final score in this one. I would think it was a fair result given what we saw. We saw Arima not dominate the first half, but they conceded against the run of play, and almost the same thing happened in the second half. St. Augustine came into the game, started to feel a lot better about themselves, and but then while they were dominating, they too conceded a brilliant effort on the part of Michael John that leveled the scores at one apiece. It was Kojo in the 38th, and then of course John in the 77th. This was early, a brilliant save on the part of Tyrese Henry, and similarly in there again a corner kick that just nestles on the top of the net, and trying from distance. It just became a little anxious. This one clunked off the outside of the post, and Hines was close but not close enough. Then this is the goal, a bubbled goal, really a simple take for Thomas. He bubbled it, and right on spot was Kojo. Arima North went in search of that equalizer, and this is when it came. Look at this effort. Brilliant run and wonderful finish on the part of Michael John in the 77th minute. Arima North tried to get the winner. They were huffing and puffing. They looked in good place. Lovely setup, but Michael couldn't pull the trigger there. In fact, it wasn't Michael, but there was a chance there for Richards, and he couldn't get it done. And but again, those passes, not the ideal pass. Here's a great opportunity once more, but again, the goalkeeper was there, bobbled it. The defender fell down and was able to recover nothing but a goal kick. And here again, Arima North looked like they could get the go-ahead goal, but that man, Henry, was there once again to deny them and preserve a 1-1 scoreline. So at the end of it all, the man of the match is undoubtedly the goalkeeper for St. Augustine, young Tyrese Henry. And he is going to receive the trophy. And so Tyrese Henry is the player of the match. So Tyrese Henry will get the award. Ask him to do it right in there. So we'd like him to do it right in front here, so we can get a picture of it before we close off here. So again, 1-0. The 1-1 the score line here. Yeah, so again, a wonderful display from the goalkeeper. He's been adjudged the man of the match, Tyrese Henry, undeservedly so. A splendid performance by him, and I think his teammates would be very, very proud of him. And the thing with secondary schools football, or schools football generally, whether at university, whatever, when you perform like this in front of your home fans, or the news spreads on campus or in the halls, you get, it's like you're walking on air. Your chest is raised because you really feel the appreciation from the players and from the student population. So because they're showing you the love that they deserve. So it is interesting that they would do it. So we have the young man, Tyrese Henry, is here with us. He's going to be presented with his trophy as the man of the match for this game. Brilliant effort on his part. And so there he's being presented by Ted Willis, a former Malvern standout. And of course, Tyrese Henry is your man of the match here, receiving the award. So again, folks, that's the situation here, 1-1. The final score in this encounter, as we leave you here on 360 TV and Tiger Sports. We thank you for being with us, and we look forward to your company again real soon, maybe as early as Tuesday. Because we have the holiday on Wednesday, so we'll be back on Tuesday. So that's the situation here at the St. Augustine Senior Comprehensive School ground. It's St. Augustine 1,